Hi, it's Wayne from WRPB, and with me is Paul Gray, who's not important, and Lily. Are we boring you?
We're boring her right now, but she
Okay.
is the marketing director for the Gray Agency.
All right, so tell me about Lily. How old is Lily?
Lily is 6 years old.
Okay, obviously she's not friendly at all.
Oh, I know, right? I actually birthed her because I had her mom. She came out of a litter of
Really?
10, so she's been with me since birth.
Okay, so I would say it's really only like 6 or 7 months that she took on the position of marketing director?
Yeah, she had another position, but she was a little stressed out. So I told her I'd make her marketing director, and she was a lot happier, and she got to be on the back of the truck. So her picture's on the back for the perf on the back of the truck and advertising purposes.
Well, surely she's a lot better looking than you.
Absolutely.
Even with the hats.
Absolutely.
And obviously she likes me better than you like me.
And she's actually part of the logo, too.
Okay, so that's true.
She loves her dad.
So let me ask you a question. She looks pretty healthy.
She is healthy. She actually has her own health insurance.
And I was just going to ask you that. So obviously to you, someone's health is very, very important.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, she's had 2 litters. I've got her son of a litter of 3 years ago at home. Mm-hmm. His name is Zeke.
Right.
And she had another litter that she was going to have in November just passed, and unfortunately she lost the entire litter.
Okay, but
So-
she's here and she's yelling at me
She
to
is.
talk about your marketing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because that's what her job. So when you're marketing the Gray Agency,
Uh-huh.
okay,
Lily.
Lily, there's nothing down there for you. So what is the Gray Agency?
Okay, the Gray Agency, we do several things. We focus mostly
On Lily.
on the on Lily and the private health insurance.
Oh, okay.
So we can do disability income, we can do life insurance. We've got a lot of great ancillary products. So if you have a high deductible, we've got accident plans, we've got hospitalization plans, all of those things. But our main focus, pretty much 80% of it, is private health plans to help people that maybe they're on a Obamacare plan and it's too expensive, or they don't have a plan. Now they can get one that's affordable.
Okay. I know that. How long have you been around?
Been around back in Port St. Lucie for coming up on 4 years.
Okay. The Gray Agency, obviously, you went into this with your need to help others.
Yes.
Okay. One of the things that's interesting about you, because I see you, is that you have a great marketing director who I spoke to, and she said she needed to make you stand out, and she did that by making you wear hats. How did that come about?
Well, she was laying on her bed under my desk one day, and she looked up and she goes, "Dad, you're losing your hair. You better start wearing some hats." So I figured I'd do that as a kind of a trademark, if you will, for 2020.
Okay.
So I switch out the hats and so forth, and that's going to be part of our branding, if you will.
Okay, and one of the other things that I wanted to get out really, and just in this piece, is every Friday. Is it every Friday?
Yeah, going live on Facebook every Friday, and I don't know myself, even sometimes up to Friday, where I'm going to pop up.
Okay, so, and on your Facebook, which is what? Which Facebook is it?
The Gray Agency, LLC.
Okay, so you have the Gray Agency LLC on Facebook, and you have the Gray Agency on YouTube.
YouTube and the GrayAgencyLLC.com
So-
has its own landing page for a website.
Right. So what? People in business sometimes are not marketers. So Paul knew that it wasn't his thing, so he hired Lily and brought her on board. Hired WRPB. Lily and I are going to start working much closer. Mm-hmm. It was really important that we brought her in. Not so important we brought Paul in, but it's okay. So I've watched some of your videos on Friday, and they're really educational. And ironically enough, my wife said, you shared this video, and I watched it. I wasn't really going to watch it. She said, but it was really a good video.
Well, thanks.
So coming from someone who does video, and my wife who's been around it forever, you did a good job.
Well, thank you.
I might have to hire you here.
My focus on the videos is to be more informational, and by the way, if you need some help with it, we're here to help you.
I think it's a really cool idea that Lily came up with, that you go out to these places and it's not just like, I mean, this is nice. She's in the studio and everything's kind of under control, okay? Or you're at your house or whatever. But being out in front of a clinic or in front of emergency care or in front of a hospital, letting people know what they're in for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and when I spoke to you, it was, you just wanted people to know that it's, yeah, they're there, the places are there, but what to expect when you get there.
Right, and that's kind of what I've focused on in several videos is, hey, when we walk through these doors, what's it going to cost you?
Right.
And most people have no idea what it's going to cost them.
Right.
You
And
know?
what they're in for.
Right. So especially now with a lot of stuff that's going on, I mean, we've got the coronavirus going on and different things like
No
that.
more Corona for me. I'm not
I
drinking
know.
that anymore.
I know, right? But, I mean, people have no idea.
Right.
And fortunately, I had a discussion this morning with one of the providers that I deal with about that. And, we're one of the providers that actually do cover it, because I've heard that some of these insurance companies, because it's a epidemic, the coverage is different, whereas ours is consistent.
It's a flu that we just haven't figured out a flu shot for.
Correct.
That's exactly what.
correct.
And when you look at numbers of people that died from Ebola, H1N1, and some of the other things that we've had over the years, this is like this. More people die of suicide a day than coronavirus.
Right.
Okay. That's an epidemic. Okay. Suicide in America, suicide in military, epidemic. These things are important, and more people are dying from them. People say to me, "Are you scared?" I'm like, if I was scared about everything, I'd never leave my house.
Well, here's the key, is that a lot of it is media hype.
Right.
And, they're talking about it's going to be a year before they actually get a vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I really don't care much about the vaccine, but if they can get some kind of medication, which
Right.
they're working on, to offset it, which will happen a lot quicker,
Obviously.
then, that's
Well,
what's important.
we haven't cured anything since polio.
I know.
Okay, so everything is just a Band-Aid fix with some sort of drug because pharmaceutical companies own this country. I know that the Gray Agency has kind of expanded into helping others with other issues such as legal issues.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the format there?
Well, what I did is, because I'm a insurance broker,
Right.
I decided to have a relationship with Legal Shield
Uh-huh.
from a broker side. So I'll deal with individuals, and it's a great way for them to have a plan that they can get their wills done, and they get a speeding ticket. It's on an app. They can tap the app and send a picture of the ticket, get that taken care of. So, I've attached myself with them because it's a good service for my clients. And also, if there's groups out there, if you guys have a company, it's one of the most sought after voluntary benefits.
Well,
for
it's in your
companies.
wheelhouse. I mean,
Yeah,
insurance
absolutely.
and protection that's in your wheelhouse.
Well, it's a employee benefit. So, I mean, I deal with Kemper, by the way, too. So I've got a lot of the same benefits, like Allstate or Aflac. I've got a company that has great benefits for that. If they're a company of over 10 employees, I can actually get that taken care of for
It
them
almost
as well.
pays for you to hire more people.
Yeah, yeah, really.
All right, so how do people find you?
They can go, easiest way is really pick up the phone, give me a call, 772-446-4142. I mean, you can go on my Facebook page, message me as well, but really that's the easiest way to do it. If you want to find out a little bit more about us, go on the website, grayagencyllc.com, and check out our Google reviews. We're helping a lot of people out there, and we just got that kind of up and rolling. There's already some great reviews that I really appreciate from people.
All this stuff on YouTube is a benefit so that you can kind of get a feel for what Paul is about. Not just talking to him on the phone, but seeing him in action, seeing his hats, but seeing him in action and hearing him talk, so that when you bring someone in any industry into your living room,
Yeah.
you know who you're dealing with and what you're doing. It definitely has a benefit. Paul, I want to thank you for coming on.
My pleasure.